so I can hear air. Good afternoon and welcome to Salem, Virginia, in the Seahomer Bass Center here on the campus of Roanoke College as the Maroons take to the hardwood against Shenandoah University in an Old Dominion Athletic Conference tilt. Hi, everybody. Soon to be alongside Jerry Austin. This is Rick Seidel, and we are delighted to have you with us as Roanoke looks to get back on the winning track as they have struggled this year. Maroons with only one victory in conference play. Shenandoah in their first official season, if you will, in the league. They have no victory so far. So the two teams trying to get some momentum as we build toward the tournament coming up in just a couple of weeks. Shenandoah is a balanced ball club. They like to spread the floor, motion offense, shoot threes. They're not a big team, but they will get after you. And Roanoke is going to have to be very disciplined on defense in order to come out on top in this one this afternoon. The Maroons, a bigger team than Shenandoah, will have an advantage inside. Expect Roanoke to go inside often and early to Daniel Eco. And Bryce Mitchell, the leader for this Shenandoah ball club, the lone junior on the squad. This is a very young team. And by contrast, Roanoke has Quasi Imponsa, a senior, to set the tone for Roanoke College. Right now, we'll step aside and be back with more pregame. You're listening to Roanoke College basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
Join the team and support Roanoke College student athletes. As a Maroon Club member, you can support the young men and women who represent the college on its athletic teams, in its intramurals, and on club sports. You'll get athletic and recreational team news straight from the coaches, be invited in club events, and receive an official Maroon Club decal. For more information, visit www.roanoke.edu/Maroon Club and become a member of the Maroon Club today.
And we have the pep band in the house this afternoon for this ball game between Shenandoah and Roanoke College as the Maroons try to get some momentum heading into the ODAC tournament coming up in just a couple of weeks. And let's talk about the Hornets for you. First of all, this is a team, as I mentioned, is very young. Only 4 returnees on the 14-man roster this year for Rob Pryor in his second year in charge of the program. Came in late last year. Had a tough time getting any recruits in, but this year he's been on the recruiting trail and has been quite successful. It's a very athletic team with a lot of length, but they are not tall. Shenandoah, in its first official season in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference, has had a very, very tough go of it. They played Guilford, Hampton, Sydney, Randolph-Macon, and Virginia Wesleyan. All of those teams ranked in the preseason top 25. And additionally, Pryor's club played VMI on January 2nd and USA South Power North Carolina Wesleyan earlier this year. So this is a battle-tested team, and they have been growing. Their youth has been what am I trying to say, folks? Sorry about that. Their youth is something that has gradually been being replaced by experience. That's what I wanted to say. And this is a high-quality ball club that Roanoke will be facing this afternoon. And right now we're going to take this timeout. We'll be back with the head coach in just a second. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
And welcome back. I'm now joined by Shenandoah head coach Rob Pryor. And Coach, welcome to the Bass Center. I believe this is the first time we're seeing you here, at least in conference play. Talk a little bit about what it's been like for you this year in the ODAC.
Well, it's been extremely eye-opening. I think this conference has a well-earned reputation as being one of the best one or two Division III leagues in the country. And so it's been very challenging for us, obviously, but we embrace it and just try and get better.
So what are your thoughts about the development of your team so far this year?
I think we've gotten better. We have a lot of young guys, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. We don't have a senior on the roster, so we've kind of taken our lumps. But those guys are maturing and they're getting better. Just haven't been able to get over the hump just yet in conference play.
Well, tell us a little bit about a couple of the guys you're really high on.
Well, one of the guys I'm really high on is Jared Carithers. He's a sophomore. He's our leading scorer. And when he takes good shots and plays with energy, he's one of the best players in the ODAC. But again, he's also young and maturing, and we like what he's doing in the present and look forward to what he's going to do in the future.
One of the things about having a young ball club is always finding somebody who's a leader, particularly a leader out there on the floor for you. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're seeing that develop?
Well, our leader and team captain is Bryce Mitchell, and he's a junior. He's kind of been through the battles a little bit, first in the USA South and also last year. But he's a vocal leader. He plays with intensity. Nobody on our team plays harder than he does. And he's probably our best defender. So he sets the tone for us. And I think when we follow his lead, we're a lot better off.
And introduce for folks a little bit about your style of play at both ends.
Well, we like to grind it out on offense, like to run some motion stuff, and get all five guys involved. That's very important for us. Defensively, we play man and zone. Just whatever the game dictates. We go into the game plan being prepared to play everything. And however the game dictates, that's what we'll do.
Well, today you take on a Roanoke ball club that has but one win in conference play. They've certainly taken their lumps this year as well. What are your thoughts about this Maroons team?
Well, I know people say you are what your record says you are, but I really disagree when it comes to Roanoke. I think they have a very good basketball team. I look at a couple of their losses. The one at Lynchburg was very heartbreaking. I mean, it's a game that they, quite frankly, I thought outplayed Lynchburg. They had Virginia Wesleyan here down double digits in the second half. Losing at the buzzer basically to Bridgewater. So I think they're having one conference win is not indicative of the team that they are. Very good with Quasi, and Panza obviously, and they got the big guy down low in Ieko, so they're going to pose a significant challenge for us today.
So what are the keys going to be for your ball club?
Well, not let Quasi get 50. That'll be the first thing, and then try and keep them off the boards. We're not nearly as big as Roanoke is, so that'll be a challenge to not let them score in the post and then keep them off the offensive glass.
All right, well, we thank you for visiting with us. Wish you best of luck today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Rob Pryor, head coach of Shenandoah. We'll take this break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel with you, and I'm pleased to be joined by my color man, Jerry Austin. Jerry, let's talk about Roanoke College. They played a heck of a game at Lynchburg and came up short, and that's kind of been a theme we've seen for Roanoke this year.
Well, really, their last 3 or 4 games have been ones that they had an opportunity to win. And you go back to the game against W&L, and then you kind of go forward to the games against Bridgewater, Lynchburg, and Virginia Wesleyan. I mean, they're in all those games, had a chance, as the coach indicated, and Shenandoah indicated that their record doesn't indicate that they're 0-13. They've proven that they can be competitive in this league, and this is something I think it's a game that they're trying to build a little momentum going into the tournament. Every team makes the tournament now, and they're going to probably, or they will have to go on the road. But I think, they want to make sure that they get on the right side of the bracket. I mean, they know that they can win against teams like Virginia Wesleyan, and that'll be one of the top 2 seeds probably.
Yeah, and in the tournament this year, the top 4 seeds all get byes into the quarterfinals at the Salem Civic Center. 5 through 12 have to play off at the location at the school, the higher seeds school. So Roanoke right now sitting at number 11, but there's a big battle starting with 3rd place all the way down. So it's impossible to tell right now who Roanoke will be playing. But yes, as Jerry, you said, they will be on the road for that ball game. But really want to be able to get some momentum established.
Yeah, and I think it's really good that they've got their players back, and I think everyone Quasi is nursing that ankle injury, and then Andrew Daniels with the knee, and just all the little nicks that you get along the way. I think they're glad to finally be healthy and have a nice atmosphere here this afternoon to maybe get another ODAC win.
All right, we're going to take this time out and be back with Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe, including thick and juicy burgers grilled to perfection, served with fries and your choice of any side item. All Sports Cafe, where the object is to score great food.
And welcome back. I'm now joined by Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer. And Paige, that was just a heartbreaker for you on Wednesday, and I know your team played their hearts out.
They sure did. I'm proud of my guys. We've not had the success we'd hoped for or we would like. We want to finish strong. We are playing well now. We just got to get over the hump and finish a game now.
I was really impressed on Wednesday night, the contributions you got from your team. The bench really helped you out.
Oh, they sure did. And we've had, at times our bench has been really good. There's times where we haven't really gotten the boost we need for the bench, but we definitely did. Of course, Andrew Daniels had another game. Clay Lacey hit a 3. Alex and Matt doing good things inside. Ethan, steadying the team. So it's a good group coming off the bench, and we need them to step up and need everybody to play well from here on out.
Well, one of the things that's always difficult when you've got a team that's been struggling with the W's and L's is the team chemistry and keeping the attitude positive and stuff. Talk a little bit about how that's going for this team.
That's something we talk about every day, and it is important. I mean, we got young men who've worked hard for success, and when you're not having success, it's easy to say, well, man, we're not doing this, we need to be doing that, or this guy's doing that and this, and we're trying to talk to guys every single day a lot about, hey, just stay focused on being a good teammate and being a good team. And I think our guys they've come ready to play the last couple of games. They've come ready to play every game this year. We just had some bad finishes where we didn't polish games off, and I think they see that we can be successful. And the great thing about basketball as a coach, you point to the tournament. Let's get better. We'll make our run in the tournament. The regular season is not going that well for us, but we've got the tournament to play for, and that's what we're playing for today.
Well, and it seems your team is starting to get healthy at the right time, too.
Definitely. I mean, it's unbelievable to have all 16 guys practicing yesterday, and we've had some practice where we didn't have that the last couple of weeks, but it's coming back together, and hopefully we'll be healthy a couple hours from now.
And certainly Andrew Daniels has given you a big lift coming back.
He sure has. Andrew's doing a lot of good things. He's such an aggressive player. He makes things happen on both ends, and he really makes it harder to really single out Quasi, and it's going to open up more things for him and Daniel inside.
And today you open up for the first time officially, if you will, with Shenandoah as part of the ODAC, and talk a little bit about Rob Pryor's ball club.
Well, Rob, he took a job last year and got a late start in recruiting. This year he's got his recruiting class in there. I've known Rob. He's good friends with several people I know in coaching, and he's going to do a great job there, but he's starting over. He's starting from scratch, and it's proven this year that Shenandoah has struggled in the ODAC. But he's got some good kids that are scary as can be to a coach like me because they can shoot threes. They shoot a lot of threes. They're very patient on offense. You've got to be extremely disciplined in guarding them and staying in position, not allowing them to get back doors. You get sucked in trying to go out on threes, and they're going to backdoor you and shoot layups, like Princeton does, like the offense that they run. So we've got to be disciplined defensively. And I told the guys, hey, they're going to hit some crazy threes. You've got to contest and close out on them like you're supposed to. But if they hit it, let's go down and make the next play.
So what about at the offensive end for the Maroons today?
We want to establish our inside game. We've got a lot more size than they do. That's the one thing he's not been able to get in there yet. They've got a lot of 6'3" athletic kids, though, that can go at our big guys. But we've got 3 and 4 inches there at some positions. So we want to establish our post game, and hopefully they'll open up the open outside shots for us as well, too.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck today.
Thanks. We'll see you after the game.
Roanoke head coach Paige Moore will take this break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network. Cover the anthem here. Probably just 1:30, maybe 2. I don't know. Spot. And welcome back to the Bass Center. Is JP, James Penix, a buddy of yours, getting honored today at center court as Roanoke celebrates 100 years of basketball here in Salem.
He made the sports goggles. Brought him back in style here when he was playing at Roanoke.
He could go get a rebound, couldn't he?
Got to play 3 years with the guy. Super individual. He was here for a while. Now he's up at Radford in admissions. Doing a great job up there.
And starting lineups being introduced to the crowd, so let's go ahead and do that for you as well. First of all, for the Hornets of Shenandoah University with a record of 3-19 overall, 0-13 in ODAC play. At the center position, wearing number 1, averaging over 3 rebounds per game, 6'7", Kevin Lasaint. At one guard spot at 5'11" from Front Royal, Virginia, averaging 4 points per ball game, number 10, Eli McKeithrin. Number 21, the captain of the ball club, number 21, Brian Mitchell, 7 points per game for the 5'9" guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Jimmy Starks getting the start today. His third start, number 23, is a freshman, standing 6'3" from Miami, Florida. And finally, number 33, Xavier Alston, 5.4 rebounds per game to lead the ball club. The sophomore forward is 6'3" and from Fredericksburg, Virginia. As mentioned earlier, Rob Pryor, the head coach of the Hornets. And now for your Roanoke Maroons. At one guard, number 2, Jordan Thacker, averaging 7 points per ball game, a 6-foot senior from Waynesboro, Virginia, and Stewart's Draft High School. At the other guard, from Palmyra, Virginia, 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Julian Ramirez. Ramirez averaging 10 points per ball game. The leading scorer on the team at just under 18 points per ball game is number 11, Quasi Amponsa, 6-foot senior from Woodbridge, Virginia. Number 1 is Cameron Smith, the 6'5" freshman from Lexington, North Carolina, who is a real high-energy guy for Roanoke College. And finally in the middle, Daniel Eco, the leading rebounder on the ball club, at 8 per game, averaging almost 12 points per contest as well. Eco is a 6'8" sophomore from Richmond, Virginia. Roanoke with a record of 8-14 overall. They are 1-10 in conference action, and they are under the tutelage of Paige Moyer in his 24th season in charge of the Roanoke program. Shenandoah in their road blue with white numerals and red trim. The Hornets, Roanoke will be wearing their home whites with maroon numerals and black trim.
Shenandoah really patriotic looking out there today, Rick. New England Patriots looking. Blues and reds and whites.
And our officials, referee is Mitch Anders, assisted by Byron Wallace and Tyler Estep today.
And now in ODAC play, you can kind of go from one end of the state to the other. You go down as far as Bristol and Abingdon to play Emory. I'm in the teens of the mile markers. Then you go up to mile marker 315, I believe, and get off to play Shenandoah.
And all the way east to Virginia Beach.
Along that corridor, it's really encompassed a lot. I think Shenandoah will be a good addition to the ODAC. And had some good teams over the years.
And Eco will jump it up against LaSainte. The tip is won by the Hornets, moving left to right in the first half.
Zoning it up more there in man-to-man.
Out top Starks, goes down inside to McEachran. Gets it back, penetrates, dumps it down low for LaSainte, but he can't get the shot left of the basket. They'll pull it back out. Again, a very patient offensive team.
Really a lot of spread. They're spread out all around the arc.
LaSainte at the right elbow looking for Cutter's back door. Can't find anybody. And dribble drive on the right side, and stepping out of bounds is Bryce Mitchell. First turnover of the game.
He beat Thacker on the baseline, but Julian Ramirez did a nice job stepping over to give a little bit of help and force the turnover.
Some token man-to-man pressure from the Hornets, and Ramirez will bring it down the left side. Thacker right wing out top to Amponsah. Quasi looks to drive in traffic and is grabbed, and I think Mitchell picks up the personal foul.
Coach Rob Pryor talk about not letting Quasi score 50. He's already drawn a lot of attention from the defense. Two guys reaching in to try to poke that one away.
Murdoch inbounding near sideline to get to Amponsah on the baseline. Across the lane for Eco. Layup, no, but he is fouled. And LaSainte picks up a personal foul.
A nice precision pass that got by LaSainte there on the baseline. And Eco read the line after drawing the foul. We talked about his foul shot. I mean, he kind of flicks it up there, but he's been real successful shooting it this year.
Yes. Indeed he has. Eco at 71%. And he's got the first point of the game with the first free throw. Shenandoah with 9 players, Jerry, averaging double-digit minutes. So Coach Pryor not afraid to go down the bench. Foul problem's not likely to be an issue for him today. Eco short on the second one. Amponsah tips it out. It's controlled by Sharif Almullah.
The leading scorer, I think, so far this year.
Carruthers comes off the bench.
Off the bench.
Yep, 13 points a game.
A high-energy guy. And some people just like to get into the flow of the game that way.
Almullah, right side. Give it up to Mitchell. Ramirez has him out top. Almullah, long three off right. And Ramirez will watch the ball squirt off the end line.
A little fortunate on that. Jordan Packer tried to go behind the screen and not able to kind of get back to his man.
Coach Moyer said they will take some long, crazy threes in this game, and that one was a good 23 feet. Here's Ramirez down the middle of the floor. Kick at Thacker, left side behind the arc. Jordan penetrates, pitches over in the right corner for Amponsah. Fakes the three. Drive. Pass. Thacker, left side. Out to Ramirez. He'll drive the middle. Leaner in the lane, won't go. Offensive rebound. Smith misses the follow. Rebounded by Starks. Mitchell will bring it across. They'll slow it up. Starks right side goes around. Smith, Eco helps. Pass back out to LaSainte. Tipped away by Ramirez, and here comes Smith. Amponsah now 4-on-3 for the trail of Ramirez. A three from the left side, long. Rebound, nice job by Starks boxing out Eco. Mitchell looks to push, but Roanoke's back. They'll slow down and set up in the half court.
Look at numbers the last time back, but Shenandoah did a nice job forcing the quick shot and getting a nice rebound.
McEachran out top, drives the middle, pull-up jumper from the foul line, good.
Shenandoah takes their first lead at the game, 2-1.
2 minutes gone by first half.
The most exciting games ever played in this gym was the NCAA tournament, Rick, tournament game where I think it was 123 to 120 or something like that. It was something insane.
Down low left, Smith, short jump shot is going to be short. Eco with the rebound, forced the follow-up in one motion, missed it. Here comes Almullah, left side McEachran.
I think on that last one, Daniel would have been much better just to come down with that ball and just go straight back up.
He's got a size advantage inside. Here's LaSainte, right block is going to give it up to Almullah and not repost. 4 perimeter players and a center.
And
Mitchell.
That's kind of how they're set up on offense, too.
Out top, Mitchell gets a screen, won't use it. Drives left, fadeaway jumper from the baseline. Long, Eco snatches the rebound. Long pass down the floor for Amponsah, deflected out of bounds by McEachran on the far side. It'll be Roanoke basketball as Rooney, the mascot for Roanoke College, makes his appearance here at the Bass Center.
Eco's just been doing a really nice job on the boards. I think he had as much as 10 in the first half the other night.
They lob it inside to Eco. He muscles it up left side and draws a personal foul on LaSainte. The second one on the center for Shenandoah. Remember, this is not it's not a big Shenandoah ball club.
Forced to go to the bench now.
LaSaint at 6'7". The next tallest player checks in at 6'4".
Xavier Alston.
Shaquille Rodney is going to come in as well. Eco makes the first free throw.
There's the same number as Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Yeah.
3.
Not quite the same size, though. Rodney is a 6'3" freshman forward from New York. Eco gets both free throws, and Roanoke's back up on top, 3-2, 16:49 first half. Alston out top. Give to Almula against Thacker, right wing. Nothing there, so Mitchell now will set things up from near midcourt. McEachran got loose underneath, but couldn't handle the pass. Had a wide open layup. Gives it to Alston. Misses a 3 from the right corner. Rebound gobbled up by Smith. Here's Ramirez down the middle of the floor. D'Amponsah left side 3 up and short. Rebound. Almula in traffic. Took it away from 2 Maroons. Here they come down the other way. And Almula will give off to Mitchell. Once again, we're in the half-court set.
Ramirez really working his feet that time. Went for the steal and nice action there.
Alston at the right elbow looking for cutters. Mitchell a 3 from the left side. No good. Way off. Offensive rebound by McEachran. They'll send it out front and reset. 3-2 Maroons. 15:50 to go in the first half. Roanoke coming off a heartbreaking loss up at Lynchburg. Shot from the top of the key. That 3 is missed. And that's Shaquille Rodney with the missed effort. Here comes Ramirez down the floor against Mitchell. Roanoke right to left in the first half.
They haven't had a chance to work their offense through to the backside reversal. That's the first time they've been able to get back around. He's just kind of riding Daniel Eco out underneath.
Mitchell goes out, and Jared Carithers, their leading scorer at 13 points per game, also their leader in assists, checks in. Roanoke will be inbounding baseline left. And Shenandoah going to play a zone. No, they're going to play man off of this. No, that's a zone. D'Amponsah, catch, shoot. Airballs a 3 from out top. Almula with another board. Quickly throws ahead to McEachran. Give it off to Carithers right side. Ramirez has him in the man-to-man.
Roanoke still yet to make a field goal 5 minutes into the game. Shenandoah only making 1.
They go down low. We found a wide open Rodney. Check that. That's Carithers. Little short jumper is good, and a foul called on the Maroons. There'll be a chance for a 3-point play.
We've seen the Maroons have streaks like this. I remember down at WNL, they went for a long time in the second half without scoring. Hampton Sydney was another example of that this year.
Free throw is short. Rebounded by Ramirez. 4-3, Shenandoah leads. Ramirez all the way to the goal. Shot swatted away by Rodney, looking like Shaquille O'Neal on that one.
Nice rejection.
14:45 mark, and they throw it away, trying to get the ball down inside to Alston. Almula with the miscue. Maroons basketball. That last foul, by the way, was on Ramirez for the Maroons. Julian will bring it across, working against Carithers. Now they go down low right to Eco in traffic. He gets stripped, but foul is called. It'll be a pair of free throws. Let's see who they got this time. Number 11. That's Almula.
Yeah, I think he was bailed out just a little bit that time, Rick. He was way underneath the basket, and when he went up, drew the foul. Now he go to the line.
Eco 3 for 4 from the line. All of Roanoke's points from the free throw line in the person of Eco. And he ties the game with that offering. And coming in is Dante Sorrell, number 20. we mentioned they will go down the bench. McEachran takes a seat. Eco's second one is perfect. So now Roanoke back on top as the Eco free throw shooting display continues. Right elbow, Alston. Out to Surreal. Takes a three, hits it. How about that for instant offense?
Let's see. A little bit of microwave action there.
2-point lead for the Hornets.
Not so surreal for the Maroons.
Impensah driving right baseline. Shot no good. And stepping out of bounds, trying to get the rebound was, let's see, that's Rodney who stepped out of bounds. It'll be Roanoke basketball right at the basket.
Cameron Smith, he just does a nice job just getting his hands on a lot of balls and keeping things alive.
Ramirez looking for somebody inside. Goes it to Eco. Out to Thacker. Open from downtown. Short. Roanoke struggling from three-point range. Now 0 for 4. And Thacker picks up the personal foul at the other end, trying to guard the dribbler. His first. Team's second. And we have a timeout on the floor. Shenandoah on top of Roanoke. 7-5, 13:56 to play. In the first half, we're back at 30 seconds on ESPN Radio. And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel and Jerry Austin with you as the Maroons trail 7-5 to Shenandoah. And so far, Jerry, Roanoke is throwing up nothing.
All right, 0 for 10.
0 for 11 now.
0 for 11.
From the field and 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Luckily, Eco has been money from the line, 5 of 6.
And Shenandoah not so much better. They're 3 field goals on 8 attempts, 35%. Both of them had taken up some shots. They've been a lot of motion in the offense as we're seeing, and a lot of athleticism out on the floor.
So Shenandoah basketball after the foul. And Carithers will run things from out front. Ramirez hasn't.
So Roanoke has not subbed so far in the game. They've got the same 5 players on the court.
Alston and Carithers playing catch over on the left side.
Right now in the little 2-3 zone, it looks like. Maybe not. It's kind of how their offense is set.
They're just switching. Out top, Carithers buries the 3 from the top of the key.
So we talked about him, the leading scorer for Shenandoah. He makes a contribution right away.
They've doubled up the Maroons. 10-5 have the Hornets. Roanoke has yet to make a field goal, and we've played almost 7 minutes. They go to Eco in the right post. He'll back his way down. Double team, stripped and stolen away by Starks. Carithers fakes the 3, drives around Ramirez, goes to the rack, lays it up and in with the left hand around Eco. He's got 7 points. All of a sudden, Roanoke's down by 7.
You see how Shenandoah can score with that young man.
Smith down inside for Eco. Nice catch in traffic. Loses the handle. Smith gets it back. Goes to the basket. Has his shot blocked away. And Alston with the rejection. Here comes Starks at the other end. Spins and is grabbed by Thacker, who picks up, or Impensah. Let's see who they give it to. Thacker gets his second personal.
The athleticism right there. You see it at both ends of the court, Rick, with what looked to be an open layup for the Maroons. Gets swatted away into a block and then back in transition. A nice spin move and some footwork.
Starks, a 41% free throw shooter.
He kisses the ball before he sends it on his way, Rick.
I missed that. I was marking my scorebook. Trying to make nice. Here comes Andrew Daniels, number 13, and Alex Wendt, 42. Ethan Humphreys, number 4, joining Smith and Impensah for the Maroons. First substitutions, as Jerry mentioned, 12:41 mark, first half. Second one from the lefty is good.
13-5.
So here's Humphreys from James River High School, your alma mater. Smith out front with the basketball. Roanoke right to left in the first half. Amponsah fakes a three. Dribble drives. Puts up the shot. He goes and one. Shaquille Rodney coming over to help. Picked up the personal foul. A little floater from the right baseline is good.
7 minutes and 35 seconds into the game, and the Maroons knocked down their first field goal. Probably fortunate to only be down 6 if he makes the free throw by 5.
Amponsah misses the three-point play opportunity, and Alston clears.
Alex Went misses a bunny after Cameron Smith kept it alive.
Down low for Alston. Smith helps. Nice job there as went for the steal. Here's Amponsah with 5 guys around him. Down the floor for Daniels. Can't handle the pass. It was too tall. Andrew was thinking about going down the right side and coming up with a reverse layup. Had a beautiful reverse for a three-point play against Lynchburg on Wednesday night. Recovering from the knee sprain.
A shot at the end. Saw him in the gym the next day and told him not to be afraid to take another one like that. They're going to need his scoring.
Carruthers between the circles against Humphreys. Now they go on the right side. Surreal. Carruthers, and we've got a whistle inside, away from the basketball. Amponsah with the push. The inbound into the left corner to McEachran. Out top for a three from Carruthers. That's short. Rebounded by Smith. Into the front court comes Humphreys. Roanoke down by 6. They go down inside to Wendt. His shot is swatted away by Shaquille Rodney as Daniels nearly steals the ball away from Carruthers in backcourt on the outlet pass.
Twice or 3 times that the Maroons looked like they had uncontested layups. Wendt that time just didn't do enough protecting the basketball. Gets it swatted away. And the officials are huddling up over something. I think probably the shot clock.
Shot clock showing 21 seconds, which could not be correct. Possession just changed.
More in the neighborhood of 31.
Mitch Andrews over at the scorers table. They're discussing things.
Looks like they're taking it to 32.
Regular season winding down here. NORDAC tournament coming up shortly. Maroons' next ball game, Wednesday night, senior night here at the Bass Center. Washington Lee coming to town. And then the final regular season game will be next Saturday up at Eastern Mennonite. Both of those games slated for 7 p.m. Tip-offs will be on the air at 6:45 with the pregame show. And now they've got it sorted out. They put 32 seconds on the shot clock, and here comes Shenandoah across midcourt. Starks looking to go down to Rodney, who pops out to the elbow to get the ball. Out it comes to Starks. A three over Smith. Long. Rebound, McEachran. It's his second offensive board. Out top it comes, and they'll reset. Carruthers against Humphreys again. Coach Moyer said his team had to play very disciplined defense today. As Sirall gets loose in the middle for a little floater off a nice screen.
He kind of lost the handle of it going up, but was able to regain control and get the ball to fall over the front rim.
5 for Sirall. And it is a 8-point lead for the Hornets. Roanoke's only led by 1. Amponsah out front. He gets all kinds of attention when he gets the ball. 3 guys around him right now, and there's a foul called as he drives and dishes.
It's just good help defense by the Hornets from Shenandoah.
Sirall gets the personal foul call. Here comes Clay Lacey off the Maroons bench. Smith will come out for the first time at the 10:24 mark. So Amponsah goes back to the free throw line. This will be a 1-and-1. And he sticks the first one.
Keeping themselves in the game here.
Roanoke shooting an abysmal 1 for 14, 7%. 6 for 13 for the Hornets. Amponsah connects on both of them.
It's like what we saw from the Lynchburg Hornets the other night. They really struggled. But then they hit 3 or 4 at the end of the half, and that seemed to give them a little bit of momentum.
And a couple of threes from Michael Wims, who just doesn't make threes at different points of that ball game that really charge the team. McEachern right side off to Surreal. Out top, McEachern, a long three off the heel. Rebound in the far corner is Humphreys. Ethan sprinting down the center of the floor. No opportunity to score some transition points as the defense is back quickly. Ethan left side, trying to bounce it inside to Lacey. Can't find him. Over to Daniels, right side. Daniels going to drive. Double team. Has the ball knocked away from behind. Foul called by Mitch Anders. 1-0. McEachern picks up his first personal foul.
Roanoke keeps taking it to the basket. I mean, they're looking for those opportunities to score. And Daniels did a nice job with his first step off of the dribble that time.
Andrew, 73% free throw shooter. Drains the first one. Roanoke continuing to get it done from the line, but not from the floor. Surreal goes out, and Almula comes back in for the Hornets. Daniel swishes the second one. The Oakton High School product has 2 on the game. And we have a timeout called by the Hornets. Let's see if this is a 30-second timeout. Roanoke has cut the lead from 9 down to 4, Jerry.
Yeah, so they made a nice little run. It was a little bit about the penetration, the shot selection. Again, they haven't been able to knock down any of the open shots, but they continue to kind of attack this defense, sticky man-to-man defense of the Hornets, and kind of go up through the arms, and it's at least allowed them to stick in this game with that poor shooting percentage.
I have to wonder, too, it was a very emotional ball game on Wednesday night against Lynchburg, and they really played with maximum effort the whole way. And coming up short on that, I wonder if they're just a little bit drained still coming out here today.
It could be a hangover. It's one of those things where it's just the emotions of a game, and sometimes it takes a free throw. If you can see one just go through the basket, sometimes that's able to get us, to get somebody kick-started. But today that just doesn't seem to be the case. Only that one basket by Quasi.
So Roanoke will have Humphreys, Daniels, Lacey, Wendt, and Stefan Vulovic from Roanoke Catholic High School out there.
He's been a real spark plug. He's earned some minutes, and we saw the game here against Virginia Wesleyan where he was really probably the outstanding player of that game.
He had a couple of big threes in that contest. Starks, Almula, Carithers, McEachern, and Carithers. And Almula drains a three from the right side.
That was just excellent ball movement that time to get an open look.
Shaquille Rodney. Andrew Daniels can't answer with a three at the other end. Went with the rebound and follow.
A nice back front side rebound that time. And with the Daniels miss, 18-13, a 5-point bulge.
Starks, a fadeaway on the baseline right is good. A 15-footer over two Maroons players. He's got three, and it's back to a 7-point game, 20-13, just under 9 minutes to go in the half. Daniels, right wing outside three.
Kind of packed into a 1-2-2 zone or a 3-2. Should be able to little ball movement to get some open shots here.
Daniels drives right side to the basket, shot blocked from behind. I think that was Rodney as another rejection. Here's Carithers down the right side. Across the lane he goes to Starks, can't get the shot. Out to Rodney, takes an elbow jumper and buries it. And this team is heating up, Jerry. It's now back to a 9-point lead, matching the largest of the game, 22-13.
And again, it's just been off of good movement and off of nice offensive sets for the Hornets.
8 minutes left in the half. Right elbow went, looking for somebody open. Vulovic, left side, gets around the defense from 15 feet, in and out on the jump shot. Rebound Starks. He'll push it ahead himself. Go left side for McEachern. He'll jack it up from downtown and hit it. And Paige Moyer says timeout, I believe. 5 for McEachern on the ball game. 3 of 10, 4 of 11 now for Shenandoah from beyond the arc. This is a team that has struggled from three-point land. As a team, they're shooting under 31%. McEachern, who just hit the last one, is their best at 41%.
You know, the last offensive possession for the Maroons, the one before, they got the offensive rebound where Went was able to corral the miss from Daniels. But, you know, the last one I thought was a nice play when Stephon was able to kind of dribble in and pull up under control. It was one of the better looks that they've gotten.
25-13. Shenandoah has nearly doubled up Roanoke. 7:52 to go in the half.
I think Clay Lacey likes that three-pointer. I think, you know, with the way they're playing, he can sneak out to the perimeter, and seen him make shots.
It's interesting that Eco's been on the bench for quite a while.
They're looking to trap a little bit out of this timeout.
Daniels right side in the corner. They go back out to Went. Pass is stolen away. Shenandoah with the steal. Roanoke just their second turnover of the game. Hornets go on the attack. Left elbow, Alston. Out top, Almula tries to little pick and roll, but the roll didn't happen, and turnover to the Maroons. They go down low right to Went. In traffic, loses the ball. Still on the ground. Almula grabs it, and we have a timeout called. Nope, they're going to call traveling before the timeout was called. It'll be Maroons basketball. And here comes Ramirez, Smith, Influenza, and Eco for Roanoke. Daniels will remain out on the floor. This is Roanoke's most potent lineup right now on the floor. Influenza will trigger. Out top to Ramirez. Shenandoah staying in the zone. Daniels left side three. Rattles in.
Nice look that time. Nice ball reversal. Got Daniels.
Daniels with the steal, but steps on the sideline. 6:56 to go in the half. 25-16. And we have a timeout called. Media timeout with 6:56 remaining. 25-16. Shenandoah on top of the Maroons. We're back in 30 on ESPN Radio.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Watson being recognized in half court as well.
The Maroons continue to recognize folks in this 100 years of basketball season-long celebration, but not much to celebrate right now on the floor as Roanoke trails by 9, 25-16, and the Maroons shooting very poorly so far in this game, just 16%, whereas Shenandoah, who also started poorly now, they've hit 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, so it's really been, and really no shots in transition for either team. It's been in a half-court set. I mean, the pace of this game is relatively slow. I mean, 25-16, a game that will probably be played in the 60s or 70s.
Bryce Mitchell back on the floor to run things at the point. Ramirez has him. Out top, Alston fakes a three against Eco, spins in the middle, shot, kicks it out instead, and now they'll reset.
We got all 5 guys out beyond the arc.
Alston and Eco out there on the right side. Out top to Almula out there with Mitchell, McEachern, and Rodney. Here's McEachern drives, scoops it up, finger roll no good. Rebound Eco. Boy, got right through the defense that time. As Ramirez throws it away, trying to find Influenza on the left side as he was coming down the right side of the floor, and it's a turnover. And really, that's just an unnecessary pass.
Well, I think what he's saying to Quasi is, hey, I thought that you were going to go to the basket, and he was going to hit him on the run. And
there were a lot of blue shirts between them.
He kind of flattened out to the corner.
There were a lot of blue shirts between Influenza and the basket.
So you play defense for 34 seconds and get the ball back and turn it over in a matter of about 3.
Mitchell out top. Now right side, it's Carithers who's back on the floor. Alston will jack one up from downtown, barely draws iron, and the ball goes out of bounds to the Hornets, and Quasi got away with a push there.
He got away with a big push. Forearm right to the back of number 2.
Carithers.
Carithers.
Under 6 minutes to go in the half. Maroons down by 9. Right of the basket on the baseline. Almulo will trigger. Goes right side for Carithers. Catch, shoot, miss, rebound. Nice job by Smith of boxing out Rodney. Goes to Daniels on the right side. Rono quickly trying to get on the attack before the defense can get set. Impensah in the right corner. Can't shake the defense. Good job by Carithers. Pass out top to Ramirez. Mitchell dogging him. Daniels out front. Shot clock down to 10. To Smith down inside Eco. Eco goes to the left side. The left hand, a little jump hook on the move is good. Eco now with his first field goal. He's got 7 points to lead Roanoke, and we're now at a 7-point game, 25-18.
Nice interior passing that time, Cameron Smith. Nice little bounce pass on the foul line down to Eco. Put him in position to score.
Alston out front to the back door for Mitchell. Triple team. Throws in the middle. Pass deflected by Ramirez. Picked up by Daniels. Andrew is 1-on-3. Coming down the left side. He'll put up the 3. That's off. And rebound by Rodney. Outlet quickly to Mitchell as he's falling out of bounds. 3-on-1. Mitchell down the floor. Shot blocked by Daniels from behind. Here comes Ramirez. 3-on-2. 4-on-2. Ramirez has it stolen away by Alston. Now they go the other way to Carithers against Daniels. Daniels hacks him in the act.
That was some helter-skelter action that time. You see the athleticism of Andrew Daniels. I thought did an outstanding job that time. 2 different times down the floor on defense.
And Ramirez with his 3rd turnover of the game. That has really been his Achilles heel this year, especially the second half of the season. Carithers goes to the free throw line and misses the first one. Jared from the stripe, 81% this year, so a rare miss for him. He's got 7 points on the game. Actually, he's missed 2 free throws in this game already. Thacker back on with the 2 personal fouls. Daniels goes out. Second free throw, also no good. Off to the left, that's ugly looking. Here comes Roanoke with an easy rebound for Eco. Left side, Amponsah, he will drive in the middle in all kinds of traffic. Misses the shot, ball's tipped out to Thacker. Open from downtown, Thacker short. Smith with an athletic move to grab the rebound. They go down inside for Eco, and we're going to have stoppage in play. I think there's a foul. Yep, they're going to call a foul on 33. That's Alston, his second. So both centers for the ball club for the Hornets have 2 personal fouls, and Alston with 4:23 to go in the half will come out in favor of Starks. So Eco goes back to the free throw line where he is 5 of 6. And this will be a 1-1, I believe. It is. Misses the free throw. Starks rebounds. Smith nearly takes it away.
He's cat quick with his hands. He's involved in a lot of loose ball plays.
Yeah, if he can add some offensive game, he'll be a real help to this ball club, even bigger help to this ball club over the course of his career. Carithers out front, gets a screen around Thacker. Elbow jumper, no. Rebound, yanked down by Smith. 4 minutes to go in the half. Here comes Ramirez down the floor. Right side for Imponsah. Open from downtown. Swish!
There's a foul called as well, I believe. That was a ball that came onto the floor. And stoppage.
So Quasi now with 7. Roanoke climbs back to within 4 after being down by 12.
A nice little run. It was 25-13. Scoring last 8 points.
Pace of the game's picked up a little bit too. Mitchell against Ramirez, gives it up to Rodney out front. Rodney top of the key against Eco. Looks to drive. Spins in the middle. Jump shot, no good. Rebound, Amponsah. Great defense by Eco. Quasi slows things up. Left side. Smith gets the ball back.
Shenandoah does a great job getting back on defense.
Eco wants it inside. Rodney is all over him. Smith will drive right side. Go to the hole. Layup, no good. Gets his own board. Follow is blocked from behind by Starks. Picked up by Mitchell. 3-on-3. Right corner they go for Almula's three, and he drains it. Wow, that's a momentum killer. Almula's second three of the ball game. He leads the team in that category. He's now got 50 on the year, 28-21. Roanoke had it within 4. Amponsah, open three, right side. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Ozzy's starting to feel it just a little bit. It's two almost from the exact same spot.
Again, a 4-point game, 28-24. Starks, left wing. Out to Carithers, open three. Thacker got caught. Three is good.
That's the second time he's gone behind the steal. Now the other way, Quasi.
To the rack for the layup, right side.
Just a beautiful pass by Julian Ramirez, and that time they were on the same page, Rick. Where before they had a little miscommunication. 31-26, 2:15 to go.
Right elbow, they give it to Rodney. Looking for backdoor cutters. Starks can't get free. Mitchell around a screen, kick it. Starks, right baseline, 18-footer is long. Rebound on the floor, and Thacker loses it out of bounds. Subs coming in for the Maroons. Smith and Thacker go out. Daniels and Matt Moats will check in.
You know, those screens, especially when you got the three-point shooters, we've seen Thacker go behind that screen twice. You know, the first time it was missed. That time he knocked it down. You just have to either fight a little bit more or communicate better with the person that you're switching with.
Corey Levenberry in for the first time for Shenandoah with 1:55 to go in the half. Number 42. McEthron looking for cutters out top, left side. Levenberry's three spins in. He just stepped on the floor and he drains the three. Back to an 8-point game, 34-26 Hornets. And they will sit in that 2-3 zone.
Quasi's open again.
Down low right for Eco. He can't handle the pass as Almula comes around to steal it.
A good look inside. Now a long three.
That's no good. Rebound tipped around and picked up by Daniels. It's fouled by Levenberry. It'll be 2 shots at the other end. 10th team foul. So we'll go to the other end. Daniels 2 for 2 so far from the line today. Andrew had 10 points on 4 of 7 shooting Wednesday night at Lynchburg. Shenandoah has not won a game since the 28th of November. Looking to get one here. Daniels connects on the first free throw. 6 points in the game so far. Averaging just under 12 per game. Misses the second one. Hornets by 7. McEthron open left side three. No. Rebound Moats. Good box out on Levenberry. Outlet to Ramirez. 3-on-4. Ramirez dribbling in traffic. Goes to the basket. Uses the left hand and scores. Everybody thought he was going to slow it down and pull it back out, but he went to the hole and put it in. First field goal for him. 34-29, under a minute to go in the half.
Just a really nice hesitation move that time. Got him all the way to the basket and able to convert.
Almula, right side beyond the arc. Out to Levenberry. Not going to take that three. Starks will take one off the dribble and off the back of the rim, no good. From 18 feet away, rebound Amponsah. Here's Roanoke with the ball. 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Roanoke's going to slow this down. Go to a 1-4 set. Amponsah bounces out to the right wing. Drives on McEthron. Pull-up jumper from 15. Spins out. Rebound, Carithers. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds to go in the half, and they will hold it for the last shot. McEthron high on the left side. Has Amponsah on him. Carithers out front against Ramirez. Gets around him with a pump fake. Floater from the foul line is short. Rebound Daniels. 2 seconds to go. Launches from three-quarter court. No, off the backboard. And we are at the half. Shenandoah on top of Roanoke, 34-29. We will take this timeout and be back with halftime. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College Athletics would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Mac and Bob's, All Sports, Stop In Food Stores, Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, Service Master, and the Roanoke College Bookstore. Join the team and support Roanoke College student athletes. As a Maroon Club member, you can support the young men and women who represent the college on its athletic teams, in its intramurals, and on club sports. You'll get athletic and recreational team news straight from the coaches, be invited in club events, and receive an official Maroon Club decal. For more information, visit www.roanoke.edu/Maroon Club and become a member of the Maroon Club today.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe, including thick and juicy burgers grilled to perfection, served with fries and your choice of any side item. All Sports Cafe, where the object is to score great food.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
I'm Shane Beamer.
And I'm Frank Beamer for Stop In Food Store.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to grab a hot dog. You want one?
Sure. Let me give you...
It's okay, Dad. I got this one.
This week at Stop In, get 2 all-beef hot dogs, only 99 cents.
Get some refreshment with a fountain drink.
Any size, just 99 cents. Plus, pay only 99 cents for any size coffee, tea, or icy. Now through Sunday only.
All Stop In locations have quality branded gasoline. So stop in and fill up today.
Shop where Dad and I shop.
Stop In Food Stores.
Start with the visitors from Shenandoah. 10 points off the bench. Jared Carruthers, their leading scorer, averaging 13 a game. He's got 10 in the first half. Shot 4 of 8 from the field, including 2 of 3 from three-point range. 6 points and 5 rebounds for Sharif Almula, who is 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. 5 points and 4 rebounds for Eli McKeithrin. McKeithrin also with a couple of offensive rebounds. 5 points for Dante Ciral, off the bench. 3 points for Jimmy Starks, along with 3 assists, a couple of blocked shots. 3 points for Corey Levenberry on that 1 3-point field goal. 2 points and 4 blocked shots for Shaquille Rodney, and that gives you a total of 34. Foul issues, Xavier Alston and Kevin Lasainte, the 2 centers for this team, both have 2 personal fouls, and between them played all of 7 minutes in the first half. For Roanoke College, leading the way with 12 points, Quasi Imponsah, 4 of 10 shooting, including 2 of 4 from three-point range. And then we drop to 6 points for Andrew Daniels, 1 for 4 shooting, but 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 points for Daniel Eco, 5 of 7 from the line, also 7 boards to go with those 7 points. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for Julian Ramirez in the first half. 2 points for Alex Wendt. And no points, but 7 rebounds, 3 of them at the offensive end for Cameron Smith, the freshman from North Carolina for Roanoke College. Gives you the total of 29. Jordan Thacker has 2 personals. Nobody else with more than 1 for Roanoke College. And team numbers is pretty easy, isn't it, Jerry?
Yeah, pretty easy to look at the difference just in the field goals. 13 of 32 for Shenandoah. They shoot 40.6% from the for the first half. They were 7 for 17 beyond the arc. We knew they shot a lot of three-pointers, and I thought a lot of them were in good offensive sets. I mean, they really didn't force a lot of those. They just came in the natural flow of the offense. They were 1 for 5 from the free throw line. They had 21 total rebounds, 17 on the defensive end. A lot of that just because Roanoke was missing a lot of shots. They had 9 assists to 5 turnovers, took really good care of the ball. And a big stat, I think, where there's 6 block shots. I mean, 3 of those were really uncontested shots of the Maroons going to the basket and just denied. And 3 of those, as you mentioned, came at the hand of one player. I mean, it was just or 2 of those looked like Bryce Mitchell had 2 blocks. Roanoke, on the other hand, shoots 8 of 30. We talked about them starting 1 of 12 from the floor, and it didn't get a whole lot better, but they did end up shooting 26% for the first half, 3 for 10 from beyond the arc. They were 10 of 14 from the line, and that was probably the bright spot. Really kept them in the game early. They had 9 offensive rebounds, 17 on the defensive side for a total of 26. They had 4 assists to 5 turnovers, 1 block, and 3 steals. And they find themselves in a 5-point hole here at halftime.
34-29 is our score. Shenandoah University, the Hornets, in their first official season in the ODAC, looking for their first win as a conference member, and they are on top by 5 right now. We'll send it back to the studio for these words, and we'll be back with the start of the second half shortly. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe, including thick and juicy burgers grilled to perfection, served with fries and your choice of any side item. All Sports Cafe, where the object is to score great food.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac and Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
I'm Shane Beamer.
And I'm Frank Beamer for Stop In Food Store.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to grab a hot dog. You want one?
Sure. Let me give you...
It's okay, Dad. I got this one.
This week at Stop In, get 2 all-beef hot dogs, only 99 cents.
Get some refreshment with a fountain drink.
Any size, just 99 cents. Plus, pay only 99 cents for any size coffee, tea, or icy. Now through Sunday only.
All Stop In locations have quality branded gasoline. So stop in and fill up today.
Shop where Dad and I shop.
Stop In Food Stores.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe. You'll love our award-winning wings, grilled to perfection with your choice of sauce. Only at All Sports Cafe, Roanoke and Salem, where the object is to score great food.
Something I discovered in myself is that if I have a goal, then I can accomplish it.
The well-rounded experience.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual.
It helps a lot shot, score! Have a family with your team that can guide you.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Roanoke College Athletics would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Mac & Bob's, All Sports, Stop In Food Stores, Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, Service Master, and the Roanoke College Bookstore. Join the team and support Roanoke College student athletes. As a Maroon Club member, you can support the young men and women who represent the college on its athletic teams, in its intramurals, and on club sports. You'll get athletic and recreational team news straight from the coaches, be invited in club events, and receive an official Maroon Club decal. For more information, visit www.roanoke.edu/Maroon Club and become a member of the Maroon Club today.
Roanoke College. Timeless and true. Smart and solid. Practical and professional. Making discoveries about yesterday. Creating visions for tomorrow. Lifted by a winning college spirit. Forging lifetime friendships with professors who prepare you for a place at the head of an operating table or another bright future. Roanoke College. Classic for tomorrow.
Mac & Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac & Bob's in Salem.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe, including thick and juicy burgers grilled to perfection, served with fries and your choice of any side item. All Sports Cafe, where the object is to score great food.
Be sure to catch Roanoke College sports on Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7 in Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, Lexington, and Blacksburg. Brought to you by Mac & Bob's, Main Street, Salem. For programming information or schedules, go to valleyvisiontv.com.
I'm Shane Beamer.
And I'm Frank Beamer for Stop In Food Stores.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to grab a hot dog. You want one?
Sure. Let me give you...
It's okay, Dad. I got this one.
This week at Stop In, get 2 all-beef hot dogs, only 99 cents.
Get some refreshment with a fountain drink.
Any size, just 99 cents. Plus, pay only 99 cents for any size coffee, tea, or icy. Now through Sunday only.
All Stop In locations have quality branded gasoline. So stop in and fill up today.
Shop where Dad and I shop.
Stop In Food Stores.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe. You'll love our award-winning wings, grilled to perfection with your choice of sauce. Only at All Sports Cafe, Roanoke and Salem, where the object is to score great food.
Something I discovered in myself is that if I have a goal, and I can accomplish it.
The well-rounded experience.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual.
Shot, score! A family with your team that can guide you.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7. If you would like to sponsor this program or advertise on Valley Vision TV, call us at 540-397-1051 or email to sales@valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
Roanoke College Athletics would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Mac & Bob's, All Sports, Stop In Food Stores, Dairy Queen, Chick-fil-A, Service Master, and the Roanoke College Bookstore. Join the team and support Roanoke College student athletes. As a Maroon Club member, you can support the young men and women who represent the college on its athletic teams.
And we are back. Rick Seidel and Jerry Austin with you as we get set to start the second half Roanoke trailing by 5, 34-29. Starters on the floor for both teams. With the exception, check that. Let's reset the Hornets lineup. They've made a couple of changes. Carithers is going to start the second half, as is Rodney, Almula, and Lasaint, and McEachran.
Roanoke gets possession to start the second half. Cut into this 5-point lead. We always talk about those first 5 minutes of each half. Roanoke needs to really execute their offense. Look for them to go inside.
Imponsah out top, will drive left, cut off, double team. Back door goes Ramirez. Pass into the middle is thrown away. Hit the bottom of the backboard. The other way go the Hornets. And McEachran nearly loses out of bounds, saves it into the hands of Imponsah. So both teams with turnovers to start the second half. Ramirez out to Imponsah. Takes a three from the left side. Buries it.
That's the third three for Quasi.
15 points.
I like this shooting stroke here, and a good way for the Maroons to start the half after that missed turnover the first possession.
12-point lead is down to 2 for the Hornets. Almula out front. Roanoke playing man-to-man right here. Shaquille Rodney between the circles against Smith. Can't get the penetration. Shuffled his feet on a return pass and misses the 15-footer. Rebound by Eco.
He vacuums up those balls when they come off the board. He's a solid rebounder for the Maroons.
He gets the ball in the right post, turns to the middle in traffic. Shot off the glass and in. I thought that was going to get blocked from behind. Nice job by Daniel. He's now got 9.
Nice job with the left that time. He turned back toward the middle, and the defender took away his strong hand, and really ambidextrous there.
Roanoke starts the second half with a 5-0 run. McEachran goes back door with the reverse layup right to left and scores.
And now back to Thacker.
And
nice pass from Ramirez. It was kind of a three-quarters pass. It wasn't quite D-Wade to LeBron James, but it was just as effective.
It all counts for 2. Tie game at 36. Lasaint backing down Eco. Stripped by Thacker. And then steps out of bounds.
On the line.
Roanoke basketball. Jordan Thacker doubling down, helping out Eco.
That was a nice play by Thacker.
Smith started to run the baseline there, inbounds to Ramirez, kept that 1 foot down, or it would have been a traveling call. Ramirez left side will drive, kick it out to Eco. He'll take a 15-foot jumper. That's short. Rebound Smith in traffic, out top. Thacker fakes the 3, dribble drive, and loses the ball out of bounds, I think off his chest. No, they're going to say it went off of the Hornets.
There was a little pinball action that time. It looked like it went from the Hornets to Thacker, but I think maybe it was shielded by the official.
Well, the official on the opposite side didn't say anything. Ramirez left baseline to put it in play. Out to Smith, into Eco. What was that? A touch bounce pass.
He did it one time earlier in the game. And
Carithers drives to the rim. Layup is good, and Imponsah reached in and picked up the personal foul, his second.
Just not quite as effective.
Oh, they're going to give it to Smith. That's interesting. Okay. His first.
A lot of times, it's a big guy. You're trying to hold off the guy, and behind you, you're not able to come to the ball as you'd like to sometimes.
Carithers converts the old-fashioned three-point play.
Run up quick in transition.
Imponsah, right side, fakes the 3. Around McEachran, who recovers well. 39-36. Hornets with the lead. Imponsah left open from 3. It's short. Eco fighting for the offensive board. And Almula throws it off of Smith. It will be Hornet basketball.
.36, that last three-point play, the difference after Roanoke scored the first 5 in the second half to tie it.
Right to left in the second half for Shenandoah. Carithers into the offensive end. Roanoke man-to-man. Eco fronting Lasaint in the block. Rodney drives right baseline. Thacker helps, shot block, foul called.
Again, they gave up a baseline, and
Smith gets his second personal foul in the second half.
Help defense came over, but just not quick enough to recover.
Rodney goes to the free throw line, 52% this season. First one short. Rodney had 2 points in the last ball game, a 70-61 loss against Bridgewater at Shenandoah. They got out rebounded 57-32 in that ball game. And Rodney's second one is off the back of the rim. Imponsah way up in the air to clear in traffic. Ramirez open three, left side, long off the back of the rim. Rebound fought for, and it's loose on the floor. Picked up by Rodney, loses it again. Smith on the ground. It goes out of bounds off of Cam. Smith, Rodney, and Lasaint all on the hardwood. And Smith comes up hobbling. 16:48 to play in the ballgame. 39-36. Shenandoah looking for their first win in ODAC play. Roanoke their second.
It's not for lack of effort. This Maroon team this afternoon, their bodies on the floor. There were 3 Maroons that time diving to the floor to try to get that loose ball.
So Carruthers will bring it ahead. Ramirez awaits him. Rodney trying to go inside Lasaint. Nope, not going to do it. Out top, Lasaint. He'll put up a 3 from the top of the key. It's a line drive that is well short. 3 Maroons in the paint, no one else. So Roanoke comes away with it.
Happy to let him shoot that shot. Daniel Eco just kind of stayed back in the middle of the lane.
That was only Lasaint's second, as Roanoke turns it over. That was only Lasaint's second 3-point attempt in the season.
Cam Smith, at that time, backer went one way and pass went the other.
Roanoke now 7 turnovers on the game. Rodney gives to Lasaint at the elbow left. Rodney with the return pass, drives left side, throws it out front. And saving it, keeping it in the front court is Almula over to Carruthers for the 3-pointer. That's short, rebounded by Thacker. 1-on-3 at the other end. Now Imponsah down the middle, goes to the basket, scoop shot, no good. Lasaint clears. And Imponsah knocks it free. And McEachran went to save it on the far sideline. Didn't need to. That ball was off the Maroons. Imponsah, the one who knocked it free. And he steps on the sideline, giving Roanoke the basketball with 15:37 to go in the first half. And Roanoke trailing by 3. And I believe we have a timeout on the floor.
There might be an injury timeout.
I think we should have a media tone. I think that's under 14. We'll have the media timeout. Let's see what we're going to do here.
Ball's back in play.
Yep, they're going to bring the teams back out. The coaches thought it might have been a timeout.
I think it was Rodney that was shaken just a little bit. He came to the bench.
Starks comes in to replace Rodney. Ramirez on the far side will put the ball in play. Into Imponsah. Maroons down by 5, had tied it up on a couple of occasions here in the second half. Roanoke has not led in the second half. Eco working his way free in the right block will draw the personal foul. Starks will pick it up. It is his first. Would have been the third on Lasaint, so a break there for the Hornets. Eco will go back to the free throw line where he scored Roanoke's first 5 points on 5 of 6 from the line. Missed his last attempt, however. He will get 2 here. And he drains the first. Alston comes in for Lasaint for Shenandoah, and Daniels comes in for Thacker for Roanoke. Can make it a 1-point game. Eco another double-double last time out, 11 and 10 against Lynchburg as he cans the free throw. 15:20 to go in the contest. Roanoke down by 1.
Again, just trying to get over the hump to have a lead or take a lead. Something we only had once in this game.
Carruthers out top. Elbow, he goes to Alston. Left side out back to Carruthers. Gets a ball screen. He'll drive. Pull-up jumper over Eco is good from 15 feet out.
It's just a nice under control that time. Used his body a little bit.
He's got 15 points in the game. 41-38, a 3-point lead for the Hornets. Daniels, right wing outside the arc. Trying to get Eco. They can't find him inside. Boy, is there a lot of pushing and shoving going on inside. Shot clock down to 15. Ramirez handles right side. Eco again fighting for position.
They're letting him play inside too.
Right wing, down low. Eco finally gets open, goes to the jump hook and scores. As Alston, who's jawing at him, going down the floor. Looked like he may have slipped.
Yeah, that's battling right there. Look, and they're going to go at it at this end.
Right side, Carruthers behind the arc has inputs on him. Pulls up for three. No, in and out. Rebound, Smith. Boy, is he acrobatic. Here's Ramirez pushing it down. Roanoke down by one. Right corner, Daniels. He'll drive the baseline. And they're going to say he stepped on the baseline. And this is one physical game, ladies and gentlemen. 13:59 to play. Shenandoah up by one, 41-40 with the basketball when we come back on ESPN Radio.
I'm Shane Beamer.
And I'm Frank Beamer for Stop In Food Stores.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to grab a hot dog. You want one?
Sure. Let me give you...
It's okay, Dad. I got this one.
This week at Stop In, get 2 all-beef hot dogs, only 99 cents.
Get some refreshment with a fountain drink.
Any size, just 99 cents. Plus, pay only 99 cents for any size coffee, tea, or icy. Now through Sunday only.
All Stop In locations have quality branded gasoline. So stop in and fill up today.
Shop where Dad and I shop.
Stop In Food Stores.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you. 13:59 to play, 41-40 Hornets on top of the Maroons. Roanoke has tied it up on a couple of occasions here in the second half. They trail by one at this juncture. And, Jerry, this game is getting very, very physical. That last call on Andrew Daniels, he really got bodied out of bounds, and that followed a bunch of jockeying inside between the big men. The officials really letting them play.
Well, and you see both coaches kind of working the officials a little bit. And, you know, the one thing I'll say is that they've been consistent from one end to the other, is that they've let these teams play today. And, you know, I think that's all as a player that you can ask for. I mean, but Daniel, Eco, and they're just kind of running new players at him. But he's working hard on both ends of the floor.
Mitchell in for the Hornets, joining Starks, Almula, McEthron, and Alston. Roanoke with the same lineup. Alston thinking about a third three. Eco not buying it. Out to Mitchell.
Seems like every time Shenandoah has an answer on this end of the floor, as Roanoke cuts it, you know, with a chance to get the ball back to take the lead, they've always kept this 3-point margin.
Mitchell right side around Amponsa in the middle over Smith with the layup. It's short. Rebound Eco. Mitchell hit the deck. No call. Tough bounce pass. Better catch on the break. Ramirez, a low hard bounce pass caught by Smith and laid up and in. And Roanoke has its first lead of the second half at 42-41, trailing by as many as 12 in the first half on a couple of occasions.
I didn't like the pass when it first happened, but the results of it can't be denied.
Almula's jumper is an air ball from the left side, 18 feet away. Long pass for Daniels. Again, Ramirez trying too hard there, throws the ball out of bounds.
And I think, you know, again, after having one good pass, that was just a little bit too difficult to play to make right in that situation.
His fourth turnover of the ball game. Mitchell out top. Roanoke up by one, 42-41. Humphrey's going to come in for the Maroons. Mitchell out top, around Ramirez. Smith helps. Mitchell lays it home. Next time he jumped around Smith and put it in. His first field goal.
Back down the floor quickly. Ramirez, that's one thing he does. He gets it from one end to the other after a made basket.
Impunsaw. We have a foul called inside. I think they're finally going to call Alston. Now the officials are going to maybe tighten that up inside. Alston, his third personal foul. He and Eco again bodying each other up. McEthron will come out. And Ciral comes in for the Hornets. And Roanoke brings Humphreys on and takes out Ramirez. Coach Moyer having a few words with Julian as he comes to the bench. Roanoke basketball down by one. Now out top. Posada to Humphreys. Skip it right side for Daniels. 2-3 zone now from the Hornets. Eco drives inside and takes steps before the layup. Roanoke with its 11th turnover of the game, 8 for the Hornets.
A good thought that time. He had the move, just took off a little bit before he got the ball down.
Rodney at the right elbow, out to Almula for 3. That's going to be short, and will go up and hit the standard, this basket support. And it'll be Roanoke basketball, dead ball rebound. It looks like we're going to see some full court pressure possibly right now.
Spot throw in again.
And Roanoke beats the pressure. Maroons left to right in the second half, trailing by 1. Down by 5 at the half, by 12 in the first half. Eco in the left post, backing down Roddy. Pump fake, gets him up in the air and draws the personal foul on number 30 in blue. That's his second. Eco will get a pair here. Eco goes to the free throw line again. 7 out of 9 on the game. Misses that one left and long.
And he's a little gassed, I think.
Yeah, and they're going to bring Wendt in for him if he makes this free throw.
It's just a work kind of down inside. It's like a boxer. I mean, you're just kind of going at it.
And he swishes that one, so he earns himself a seat on the bench for a little rest. 14 points for Eco in the ball game. Amponsah leads the Maroons with 15. Roanoke a little token pressure. Mitchell in backcourt. Humphreys backpedaling, waits to pick him up in the offensive end. Mitchell out top. Shenandoah running cutters off screens. Out top, Starks. He'll put up the 3. Hit it. The southpaw. He's got 6. Shenandoah now up by 3. Roanoke had tied it at 43.
Every time Roanoke draws even or has a chance to take the lead, Shenandoah seems to have an answer here today.
Humphreys looking for Wendt inside. He'll drive. Dish. Wendt open. Not going to take. Yes, now he's going to take the 12-foot baseline shot. No good. Daniels catches. Tries to follow. Ball's tipped and tipped out and handled by Carruthers. Serral drives and he gets knocked to the ground. It'll be a pair for him.
We've seen the Maroons on a couple of different occasions. That time Andrew Daniels tried to catch it in midair and shoot it. We saw that a little bit earlier in the game when Daniel Eco did the same thing.
I think Daniels may have thought he was going out of bounds as he was in the air and he had to put it up. I thought he was going to throw it back to a teammate.
Wendt kind of thought about it. They left him open. He didn't want to shoot it, and then he said, well, I might as well shoot it.
Serral, who's a 62% free throw shooter, sticks the first. And now it's back to a 4-point lead for Shenandoah. Vulovic in for the Maroons. Smith goes out with the 3 fouls. Second free throw also good.
Clay Lacey also in the game.
So the Hornets led by 5 at the half, and that's where we are right now. Lacey in for Smith. Vulovic giving Amponsah a breather. Stefan will drive right side. Dish to Lacey. To the rim. Stripped by Starks. 4-on-2. Starks flying down the left side. Daniels right there. Wraparound pass for Mitchell. Goes off of Mitchell's chest and then hits Lacey's arm and goes out of bounds.
There's a bullet pass right there.
Serral finds Carruthers in the corner. Shot is short. Humphreys pulls it down. Long pass down for Vulovic. No good. Ball picked up by Serral, and he slams into Humphreys on the far side, and Ethan goes flying literally off his feet, but he's going to get called for the blocking foul.
Again, just an athletic play. That last time he had Vulovic running free, just didn't quite get it tall enough. Had a chance off the deflection, and then Another turnover for the Maroons.
Shaquille Rodney out top. Went, giving him lots of room. Bryce Mitchell against Humphreys. Will drive left. Humphreys there and bumps him. Is going to get called for the foul. Now they're tightening things up. That's the 5th team foul. Humphreys second. Humphreys with 2 in the second half. Smith with 3 in the second half. That's Roanoke's fouls since intermission. That'll put Mitchell on the free throw line.
And just a little bit of extra quickness. Got Mitchell to the basket. He knocks down the first free throw.
Mitchell at just 52% from the line. Looked awfully good on that one. That one's going to be long, but rolls in. So it's a 7-point lead, 50-43. Daniels drives, floater, count it. No, they're going to wave it off. Paige Moyer is beside himself. It's a great move to get loose in the middle. And Daniels is going to pick up the personal foul, just his first. And he's going to come out of the ball game. Amponsah returns.
I think Paige Moyer is just asking if that basket should count. Officials say no.
It's very, very rare anymore to get the call where the basket counts on a charge. Cyril against Amponsah. Back to Mitchell between the rings. They go underneath for Carruthers. Vulovic got lost. Now Cyril drives around Eco, picks up the foul on Daniel going for the shot block, and Eco picks up his first personal foul. There'll be a couple of shots for the Hornets, who've really picked up their aggressiveness, Jerry, in the last few minutes. With 9:20 to play, they're leading by 7.
And again, Roanoke in the man-to-man defense against this quicker team from Shenandoah. A lot of ball penetration and off the bounce moves to the basket.
Cyril remains perfect from the line, now 3 of 3.
Paige Moore going to take a 30-second timeout here to readjust his personnel.
51-43, Roanoke trails.
Again, it's just kind of a little bit of you climb that hill, you climb the mountain to kind of get back to the spot where you're even and have a chance to take the lead. And Shenandoah just continues to make plays here this afternoon.
Roanoke tied it up at 43 at the 11:42 mark. So in the last 2:20, it's been an 8-0 run by the Hornets.
A chance for one more coming from the line here. And the second free throw from Cyril.
Eco, Amponsah, Smith back on the floor, Vulovic and Ramirez for Roanoke. Mitchell, Cyril, Starks, Lasaint, and Carruthers for Shenandoah. Hornets looking for their first win of the year in ODAC play. Roanoke their second. Cyril hits the free throw. Nine-point lead. Right side, Amponsah looking to drive. In the middle, in traffic. Out to Ramirez for 3. Short. Rebound into the hands of Cyril. And we head the other direction.
Same type of offensive set. He pulls it back out. And a lot of space on the floor in this offensive set.
Amponsah takes the ball away from Lasaint to the foul line. One-on-one with Carruthers. Goes to the basket. Layup, no, but Carruthers picks up the personal foul, his first.
That was just a really aggressive play by Quasi that time. Looked like he kind of came up through.
Daniel's going to come back in for the Maroons after the first free throw.
And Lasaint that made the play and had a chance to earn 2 at the line.
Smith's jaw is hanging open. He's tired. Quasi rattles in the first one.
Breaks that 9-0 run for the Hornets.
Now 3 for 4 from the line. Vulovic out. Second free throw, perfect. 52-45, 8:40 to go.
Time now starting to become an issue for the Maroons. They need to have a few stops.
Mitchell out front. Shot clock down under 20. Imponsah with the deflection, but Lasaint recovers with 14 to shoot. Carithers now looks at the shot clock, says 10. He'll drive on Imponsah, go to the rim. Layup is good. Beat Quasi solidly. He's got 17 points to lead all scorers. At the other end, Daniels fakes the three, takes the three, air ball. Eco, rebound, follow, block, foul called. And Lasaint picks up his third personal foul, got him on the wrist. Here comes Alston back in the game for the Hornets. He's got 3 personal fouls. 54-45, Shenandoah. Eco back to the line again. Eight of 11 from the line. Rolls that one in, 9 of 12.
Wholesale substitutions now for the Hornets.
15 points for Eco will reset their lineup. Alston, Rodney, Almula, Mitchell, and Carithers. Eco flicks the wrist and scores the free throw.
That brings it back within 7 with 8 minutes to go. 54-47.
Maroon's going to go into a 2-3 zone now, change things up.
I like the move.
Almula, open three, dribble around Smith on the baseline, in trouble. Finds Rodney, he's blocked from behind by Daniels, who gets called for the foul. His second personal foul, 8 on the team. It's a 2-shot foul anyway. Rodney 0 for 2 from the line so far in the game. And he nails the first one.
Good with that one.
(55-47), 7:41 mark. Hits them both. Back to a 9-point game. Ramirez jogs it into the front court. Roanoke left to right in the second half. Daniels right wing outside 3. Eco trying to post inside. Imponsah, top of the key, gets a screen, takes the 3, short. Rebound loose. We've got a battle inside. And I think Alston just picked up, he did, his 4th personal foul. Fighting with Eco. Let's see what.
It's only the 16th foul.
What's Rob Pryor going to do? He just put him back on the floor. Yep, here comes Starks off the bench. Not in time. Ramirez trying to get it into Eco. Has it deflected to Smith. Gets it back down into Eco. He's stripped by Almula. And Ramirez reaches in and picks up the foul as Almula was heading the other way. Ramirez's second foul. It'll be a 1-and-1. They're doing a great job of weak side help on Eco inside.
Yeah, they're crashing 3 guys down around him. Roanoke's going to need to look for other options out around the perimeter.
57% free throw shooter. Makes the first. 10-point game now, 57-47. Roanoke down by 5 at the half. Tied it up at 43. Second free throw is good.
And doing the things you need to do to win a game. Looking for their first ODAC victory.
15-4 run by the Hornets. Daniels open out front. 3, got it.
They needed that in a really bad kind of way. 58-50.
9 for Daniels. They really need is to get a stop. They haven't done a great job on the defensive side of things here. Roanoke playing the 2-3 zone. Carithers takes a 3 from the right side. A long 3 is well short. Gets his own rebound and steps on the baseline. Yes, indeed. Turnover to Roanoke. So there's your stop.
And the thing that they didn't do fundamentally there was Daniels went at him and didn't block him out. It's immediate timeout.
6:46 remaining. Timeout on the floor. 58-50. Roanoke trails Shenandoah, but has the basketball when we come back on ESPN Radio.
Something I discovered in myself is that if I have a goal, then I can accomplish it.
The well-rounded experience.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual.
It helps a lot shot, score! Have a family with your team that can guide you.
And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin rejoining you as Roanoke trails by 8 here, 58-50. And a nice crowd on hand this afternoon for this ball game, and a lot of alums are back. The Roanoke Maroon Club had some goodies out for folks at halftime. Got a chance to see several former players. Josh Laporte, who's getting married soon, and Nathan Hungate was here. Jameel Allen. Ben Schrader was on hand. And Alex Phillips now sporting a full beard.
A lot of people up there, a lot of good food.
So Roanoke inbounds against pressure successfully, and Ramirez will bring it into the front court. Out there with Eco, Ramirez, Daniels, Smith. Eco goes to the middle and gets fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. They just need to give him a steady diet.
Yeah, they can climb back in at the line. That's not using as much clock.
Mula picks up his second personal foul, trying to help. Daniel back to the line. Continues to shine from there as he makes the first. 11 of 14. And he sticks them both.
I think Shenandoah made a commitment in this game. They knew that they were undersized against someone like a Daniel Eco. They just continue to battle inside and have run 3 or 4 different people at Daniel today.
So Roanoke stays in the zone. Amula takes the 3 from the left side. That's way off. Rebound battle for, and Eco tears it away from Starks and then throws it away.
A big turnover right there. The Maroons had a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more and give it right back.
Eco with 20 points on the game now. Carithers thinking about a 3. Quickly Ramirez covers him up. They go on the baseline to McEathron, their best 3-point shooter, who's checked back in. Carithers dribbling out front. Shot clock down to 10. Left side, Almula going to drive, step back, jumper over Imponsaz, long. Smith has the rebound, batted away, and gets to Eco. 5.5 minutes to play. Roanoke down 6. Imponsaz, 3 is going to be an air ball. Picked up by Almula, ahead to Carithers. Starks wanted them to push the ball. He was behind Daniels on the fast break, but Carithers elects to slow it up.
They've been content to run 30 seconds off the clock or 25 and then work that last 10 seconds to get their shot last few times down the floor.
Carithers out front, 3, short. Rebound. Rodney over Eco. Follow is no good. Eco's going to get called for the personal foul, his second.
It almost looked like one of those fouls they talk about this year where the offensive player kind of moves his arm and creates that contact.
Rodney missed his first 2, made his last 2. Now he's got 2 more. Swish. Alston comes in and Starks goes out. Alston with 4 fouls. 5 points now in the game for Shaquille Rodney. Next shot, no good. Rebound, Eco. 7-point lead for the Hornets. Roanoke has not led in this second half. They tied it up at 43. Into Eco, left block against Alston. Ducks underneath, lays it in, and 1. Alston may have just fouled out. Yep, he did.
Maybe Roanoke did have that one lead. I think it was one time. It was 43-42.
And Alston now fouls out, will go to the bench. Having played all of 8 minutes in this game. So let's see if they bring LaSaint back in or Starks.
This has a timeout.
Which works well for the Maroons because Roanoke really relying on this group that's out on the floor right now. Daniels, Amponsah, Ramirez, Smith, and Eco. Daniel will go to the line for a chance for the three-point play. LaSaint comes in to replace Alston. Eco can tie his career high with this. He's got 22 points in the game. Nope, off to the left. Rodney rebounds. 59-54, 5-point game. That's where we were at the half. 4:40 to play. Again, Shenandoah content to pull the ball out, run clock. LaSaint at the right elbow against Eco. Out to McEachran. He'll drive baseline against Ramirez. Floater is good.
Wow, that's just a nice move that time. Now back in transition, Andrew Daniels.
He is fouled by Almula, who picks up his third personal. Roanoke a chance to score with the clock stopped. 4:23 remaining, down by 7. Almula with his third personal foul. McEachran with that layup has 9 on the game. Daniels, 3 of 4 from the stripe. 3 of 5, misses that one short. Second one is good. 6-point game, 61-55. Roanoke, if you're a Maroon fan, you need a stop here. Shenandoah going to run some clock. Almula nearly loses the ball. Daniels deflects the pass into backcourt, picked up by Carruthers. They reset the shot clock, which is a mistake. The officials haven't not seen it. Daniels just knocked it away. That should not be a reset. Coach Moyer, I think that's what he's arguing about right now.
I agree that it should not have been a reset.
McEachran out top, gets a screen right. He'll drive, floater, blocked by Smith, picked up by Ramirez and stolen away, but standing on the baseline when he did it was Rodney. And that
probably gave an extra 20 seconds off the clock because of the reset.
Ramirez walks it across midcourt, throws it away. Eco was coming out to set a screen, turned his head, and Roanoke commits their 17th turnover of the contest. Timeout called. 3:31 left. This will be a full timeout. Roanoke down by 6. 61-55. We're back in 30 seconds on ESPN Radio.
Looking for great food and the big game in high def? Try the new menu items at All Sports Cafe. You'll love our award-winning wings, grilled to perfection with your choice of sauce. Only at All Sports Cafe, Roanoke and Salem, where the object is to score great food.
For information or schedules on Valley Vision TV programs, visit us on the internet at valleyvisiontv.com. Remember, you're watching the Valley's only true local network, Valley Vision TV, Comcast Channel 7.
As the pep band tries to pump up the crowd here, Roanoke down by 6, 3.5 minutes to play.
And I think Shenandoah has really kind of helped the Maroons a little bit. I mean, when they were working their offense, they seem to be getting a lot of plays going to the basket the last few minutes as they've looked to take a little bit of the air out of the ball and work in the half-court set and try to get a shot late in the possession. Hasn't seemed to be as effective for them. But the Maroons have had some costly turnovers on 2 different occasions in the last couple minutes, so they didn't even get a look at the basket.
McEachran, Almula, LaSaint, Carruthers, and Rodney for the Hornets. as Amponsa nearly steals away the inbounds pass to Carithers. Out there with Smith, Ramirez, Eco, and Daniels. They bring LaSaint out top. Now Rodney bangs into Smith, loses the handle as he was slicing to the basket right side, got the entry pass and turned it over. So again, the Maroons come up with a stop. And Ramirez will handle in backcourt.
A dangerous pass. And Smith's always having to throw it kind of up underneath the basket.
Ramirez, a lot of dribbling. Shot clock down to 20. Finally gives the ball up. Daniels left open out front. A long three on the way. It's going to be short. Smith with the offensive board. In it goes to Eco. LaSaint steals away the pass. Ball's thrown ahead. It's going to go into backcourt. Daniels will collect it. Maroons are 5-on-4. Daniels will drive the middle, go all the way to the rim, lay it in, and one. LaSaint picks up the fourth personal foul. That's a good call. Andrew Daniels looked off the defense like a quarterback, looking off a safety, and went to the hole.
He was inside the semicircle, which, you know, in today's college basketball, anytime you're inside that zone, it's going to be automatically called a block.
It was a block anyway, I got to tell you. Would you not agree? I think he was late getting there no matter what.
He kind of slid over. It was a very athletic play. I mean, Daniels got a couple good looks that time. First with the three, and then he tracks down the ball in the backcourt. Takes it all the way to the basket.
Can make it a one-possession game if he can hit the free throw, and he does. 13 points for Andrew. Starks comes in for LaSaint, sits down with those 4 fouls. 61-58 our score.
Roanoke just needs to play good defense here.
The captain, Mitchell, has returned to the floor for the Hornets. Roanoke trying to deny him the entry, the inbounds pass. Starks running the baseline, gets it into Almula on the far side. Daniels on the floor trying to get the intercept. Will have to sprint back. Mitchell out top. He and Carithers taking time off the clock. Under 2.5 minutes left. Carithers left side outside three against Amponsa. Out front it goes to Mitchell. Shot clock down to 10. Inside they go. Pass deflected out of bounds by Amponsa. They were trying to hit Almula cutting back door. 10 to shoot. 2:14 to play. In they go to Rodney out top. Carithers. Shot clock down to 6. Now Starks out front with 3 to shoot. Starks will drive on Smith. Throw up an off-balance shot. No good. Follow, no. They're going to say the shot clock violation. The follow was good, but the buzzer went off. The shot went over the top of the basket from the left baseline, and it will be Roanoke basketball on the turnover, and the crowd likes that. With 2:03 to play, Roanoke can tie it with a 3 here.
Again, Roanoke doesn't need to look for the 3 right here. Just the first best available shot that they can get.
Ramirez against Carithers out on the left side. Now they reverse it. Daniels right wing. Eco trying to post up inside. Amponsa top of the key. Gets a screen right. Gives to Daniels on the wing. Daniels will drive the middle. Go all the way to the rim. Throw up a circus shot there. It won't go. A Michael Jordan reverse circus shot will not fall. He'll get 2 free throws.
Had that one fallen, Rick, that could have gone down as one of the best shots that I've seen live in a game. It was a kind of a 360 dipsy-do.
Back to the basket, reverse English off the backboard.
Oh, my goodness. Just a great athletic play.
Daniels at the line. Rips the first one.
So we're not used to these types of games. The last number of games have kind of came down to the finishing. A great run right here to kind of give themselves a chance at the end.
Daniels, second one, short, but drops. So Andrews now got 15 points. 61-60, Maroons within 1. The closest they've been since 43 all. Mitchell into the offensive zone. Right side they go to Almula against Daniels. Crowd chanting defense. Almula can't lose Daniels. Amponsa nearly with the steal. And they're going to call him for the personal foul. That will be 2 shots for Carithers.
Like the effort that time. Nice hustle play that time.
Carithers missed his first 3 free throws and made his last one. Quasi gets his third his second personal foul. First free throw is an air ball.
He barely drew net on that one as the crowd gives him a little bit of the business.
LaSaint in, Starks out. I think that's a little offense-defense substitution we're seeing right now from Rob Pryor.
I like Andrew Daniels at the other end of the floor.
Second one is short. Eco with a great box out on LaSaint. Roanoke can take the lead here. Ramirez high on the left side against Carithers. Crosses over, can't lose him. Now Daniels on the right side against Almula. Daniel Eco wants the ball inside. Out to Ramirez on the left wing. Shot clock down to 18. Daniels out front. Shot clock down to 13. They find Eco in the left post. Turn around, jump hook. Good!
And the Maroons take the lead. 62.
A new career high for Daniels. 62-61. 50 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor. This will be a full timeout with 49.9 seconds to play. 34 seconds on the shot clock. 62-61. Roanoke with the lead. We'll take the break and be back. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network.
Mac and Bob's opened for business in 1980. Over the years, we've grown from 10 stools to a full-service restaurant that seats 330 people. Now we invite you to come try our new breakfast menu, featuring sweet potato pancakes, eggs Benedict, omelets made to order, stuffed French toast, homemade sausage and gravy biscuits, and much more. Open for breakfast Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., Sunday brunch 10 a.m. till 2. See you for breakfast at Mac and Bob's in Salem.
And welcome back. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you. We are in an electric atmosphere right now. The pep band playing, Rooney the mascot dancing on the sidelines, a crowd on its feet. Roanoke up by 1 after trailing by as many as 12 in this ball game, down by double digits in the second half.
Well, in the second half they were down by 11. But again, you can't forget, you've got to make a stop. You've got to get the ball back with a lead. This Hornet team has shown some resolve itself today.
Carithers will bring it ahead against Impunsah. They go to LaSaint. He loses the ball at the right elbow on the pass. Picked up by Smith. There's your stop, Jerry.
Well, it's 5 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Ramirez gets bumped by Carithers out top. He'll get 2 free throws with 31.3 to play. Roanoke up by 1. Ramirez has not been to the free throw line yet today. Julian, a good free throw shooter. Solid, I guess you would say, at 69+%, but not outstanding. Smith giving him some words of encouragement. Roanoke going to put no men on the line, on the blocks. First free throw. On the way, going to be well short. Ramirez turns away in disgust. Shot clock is off. Second free throw. Good.
2-point lead. Now another timeout. Shenandoah.
Hornets going to take a full timeout. Down by 2. 63-61. This is the largest lead of the game for Roanoke College. It comes with 31.3 seconds remaining in the ball game. Coach Pryor wanting to set up a final play here.
And I think, Roanoke has been stung a little bit here over the last few weeks. I mean, they gave up the 3 down at Lynchburg. I think, you really want to defend the arc, make them earn a shot. If somehow they get the ball loose inside, you may have to give a foul and make them earn it from the line. But really, the shot clock's out of play. They can hold for the last shot if they want it.
Maroons fell at Lynchburg by 2 earlier this week. They have had Virginia Wesleyan on the ropes in this arena. They have been in many, many games this season, have not been able to close the door at the end. Another opportunity to do that right now.
I think it again shows a little bit of the guts and determination. Andrew Daniels has really stood out to me today as a guy that has made plays at both ends of the floor. He's taken some big shots. He made a couple big shots down at Lynchburg. You can't be afraid in these types of situations to do it one more time. But again, the defensive, moving the feet, denying the passing lanes, defending the arc, I think are the three things that they need to be thinking about right now.
Jerry, this is the exact score by which Roanoke lost to Lynchburg on Wednesday night, 63-61.
Well, we know it won't end this way, or it could end this way, in the Maroons' favor.
Starks will inbound, can run the baseline. Mitchell out there with Starks, Amula, Rodney, and Carithers, I believe, yes. Mitchell against Ramirez, top of the key. Clock down to 23. Mitchell steps back behind the arc. Left side they go to Almula against Daniels. Carruthers makes a cut through the lane. They switch it. Right side, outside three. Starks launches from downtown. No! Daniels has the rebound. He's fouled by Almula with 9.2 to play.
Ramirez Cam Smith just didn't close out quite quick enough on that one, Rick. Gave him just enough space where he went up. And again, when you're defending against that arc, you've got to be right up on the guy.
So Daniels will get 2 free throw opportunities right now for the Maroons. Andrew, so far, 7 of 9 from the line.
Another foul out, so they're going to ice Andrew Daniels just a little bit.
Daniels with 15 points on the game.
That big rebound, I think, is the stat right now that they're looking at. And making 2 more free throws would really make it much more difficult for the Hornets to come out of here with a victory.
So Andrew goes to the free throw line. Cam Smith will be on the blocks this time. Going to give him some love. Andrew hit the winning shot in his conference tournament when he was in high school, his senior year. Nails that calmly.
The recruit was talked to by Kentucky. A chance to maybe attend there and walk on.
This could make it a 2-possession game right now. Maroons by 3. Free throw, perfect.
And Paige Moyer takes a timeout now. Wants to just remind this team what needs to happen.
I think one thing he's going to say is no fouls.
You'll give up even a three-pointer, but you definitely don't want to shoot a three-pointer in the act. That's really the only thing that can hurt you right now. But I do think you may want to give a little bit of full-court pressure. You just don't want to make it easy for them to get the ball up the court. I think, man-to-man, go ahead and extend that into the backcourt. Don't gamble.
When you see him down there with his team with his hands raised, indicating stay vertical, do not reach.
All right.
Shenandoah, on the other hand, Jerry, you've got to take the first best available shot, right?
Right. I think if they can get it up quick, but a lot of times they try to drive in and then kick it out and draw a defender kind of flying out at you and see if you can make the shot and get the N1.
Eco, Daniels, Ramirez, Imponsa, and Smith, the team that has been finishing the game for the Maroons, remains out there. Starks, Mitchell, Carithers, McEthron, and Rodney for Shenandoah. Starks will be able to run the baseline. Roanoke going to put nobody on the inbounder, but they are going to try and deny Mitchell the inbounds, and they do. They get to McEthron near midcourt, back to Mitchell across the timeline. Mitchell drives the middle, kick it out. Rodney, a 3 on the way with 3 seconds to play, is short. The ball goes out of bounds to Roanoke College with 1.2 to play. And, folks, the Maroons are finally going to get win number 2 in ODAC conference action.
Anything but easy.
Buzzer as the Maroons inbound. Ball game. And the fans erupt. It's been a long time since a W showed up for Roanoke College here at the Bass Center, or in fact this season. And this one feels mighty good. The Maroons fight from a double-digit deficit in each half and come away with the 4-point victory. Right now, we'll take the timeout. We'll be back with our post-game show. You're listening to Roanoke College Basketball on the Maroons Radio Network. And welcome back to the Bass Center. Rick Seidel, Jerry Austin with you. 65-61, Roanoke defeats Shenandoah. The Maroons improve their record in conference play to 2-12. They're now 9-14 on the year. And another close ball game, Jerry. Roanoke's been in a bushel basket of those this season.
Well, I guess if there's any positive about playing in close games is that you kind of get used to the feelings and the emotions. I think for Shenandoah, they really shut it down in the last 5 minutes of the game. They were up, by 9 points, and then they were up 6. And I think they just took a little bit too much air out of the basketball, and they really didn't, continue to get those types of shots that they were getting, throughout the game. And it really kind of played into the hands of the Maroons, who came up with some stops, and then, at the other end, they had to come up with some big points, and they were able to do it.
Shenandoah did not score a point in the last 4.5 minutes of the ball game.
Right, and that was the time when you really saw them take the first 25 seconds off the shot clock, and it kind of went from there. And I think a lot like the Maroons, when you have situations, and they hadn't won a game all year in the ODAC. As much as Roanoke maybe feels a little snake bit from time to time, I think probably the same feelings run through the minds of the team from Shenandoah. Is that what could happen here? We're up, and again, Roanoke just made a few extra plays.
Roanoke closes out the ball game on an 11-0 run in the last 4.5 minutes to take the ball game. And so many times this season we've seen them come up on the short end of these kind of scores, these kind of ball games, but not today. And as you mentioned earlier, Andrew Daniels and Daniel Eco really getting it done for Roanoke this afternoon in the second half.
Think about a couple of really big plays toward the end of the game. The first one was when Roanoke was down 2 and Eco gets the ball, or Roanoke was down 6, and Andrew Daniels drives to the basket, gets the and 1, and cuts that lead to 3. And then we had the big shot by Daniel Eco, the little jump hook in the middle of the lane that kind of, got the momentum, continued that run that they were having.
Eco had 17 points after intermission, and Andrew Daniels had 11 after the break. Looking at the numbers from the final numbers from the ball game. First of all, for the visitors from Shenandoah, their leading scorer on the season, Jared Carithers, had 17 points, 4 above his season average. Also had 3 rebounds and 3 steals, but they made him work for him. 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. Only player in double digits for the Hornets. Eli McKeithrin, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Their 3-point specialist held in check. He had 9 total points on the game, along with 4 rebounds, all coming in the first half. 9 points for Dante Sorrell, off the bench. He was a perfect 2 of 2 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3-point range, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 points in 9 minutes. He had a nice game. 8 points for Sharif Almula, along with 6 rebounds on the game. 6 points for Jimmy Starks, who also had 3 assists today. 5 points for Shaquille Rodney, along with 4 blocked shots. 4 points for Bryce Mitchell, the captain, the junior, also had a couple of steals today. 3 for Corey Levenberry, and that gives you the total of 61. On the Roanoke side, Daniel Eco puts up a career-high 24 points on 6 of 8 from the field, 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds. Another double-double for Eco. He played 32 minutes this afternoon. Quasi Imponsa, 17 points on 5 of 15 shooting today. 17 points also for Andrew Daniels, who was 9 of 11 from the free throw line. And then we drop way down in the scoring column. Julian Ramirez had 3. Jordan Thacker had 2, as did Alex Wendt. It gives you the total of 65.
And team numbers, Shenandoah kind of cooled off a little bit in the second half. They, for the game, they go 20 of 53, or 37%. They were only 7 of 21 from the floor in the second half. They were 8 for 28 from beyond the arc. They really put up a lot. They had 7 at halftime, so that meant that they were only 1 of 11 in the second half. So it was, just a, something a little bit at the end was desperation. But, some of those things, just kind of played out in their offense. They had a total of 30 rebounds. They only had 9 in the second half, Rick. 11 assists to 14 turnovers, 6 blocks. Again, Roanoke didn't have any blocks. They had 6 at halftime. But they had 10 steals, which, shows the athleticism that they play with. Roanoke came back and a little bit better shooting in the second half. They were 9 for 19, 17 for 49 for the game. They shoot a total of 34%. Really, I thought, the stat that sticks out, when you look at it, 26 of 34 from the line, those were a lot of big shots that made them early in the game to keep them there, and then a couple at the end to kind of soft it away. Had 19 rebounds in the second half, so they out-rebound Shenandoah by 15 for the game. They have 11 assists, 17 turnovers, 1 block, and 6 steals, and come out with their second ODAC win of the season.
And right now we are going to switch off microphones here as Coach Moyer is about to join us for our post-game conversation. And we'll get him all squared away here. And welcome in Roanoke head coach Paige Moyer. And Paige, it's a much happier occasion we have to talk today than on earlier this season. Your guys really showed some guts today.
They did. We shot the ball so poorly early, and you couldn't pick a team to shoot the ball badly against early because they're going to dictate the tempo. And because they were on the Princeton, they run it well. And it gave them also, I think, getting up on us 6-8 points, gave them confidence where they hit a lot of shots. They shot the ball a higher percentage from three than they have recently. But we recovered, and we played a much better second half. It's good to win a nail-biter.
What did you tell the guys at halftime? I mean, you're going into down 5. Again, a game where you looked like you were in good shape, but still, I mean, the confidence has to be an issue when you've had a season like this. What did you tell them at half?
Well, we made just a couple of adjustments on how we were guarding the Princeton. With number 2, you got to get up over the screen. The other guys just come under and don't beat yourself up coming around it. But I told them, it all comes down to it. Get back out there, warm up, and shoot the daggone ball like you're capable of shooting the daggone ball because 8 for 30 is not good. We knew they would come out with great energy, and they saw this as an opportunity to get a win in the ODAC because we struggled so much. But, the main thing was let's get our shots. Let's continue to get the ball inside and play inside out. I think we did a great job with that. We got them into foul trouble. We kept Daniel going to the line. They had nobody that can handle him. And, Quasi and Andrew hit some big threes for us, made some big plays for us. Cameron gave us tremendous energy. At the 4 spot, excuse me, but I'm just proud that we got it out like we did.
Well, and I think Daniel's going to need an ice bath tonight or something, as physical as the game was. What were your thoughts about how this game was called? I mean, they seemed to tighten things up toward the end of the game, but there was a lot of jockeying going on.
I thought it was fine. I mean, it was a lot of jockeying, and that's the way it's called nationally. And I think post-play is a point of emphasis for officials every year, and they don't want to interrupt the flow of the game. They do call it some, but I think they wish the players would back off, and I like the way coaches coach it now. I think post-play is out of control everywhere. I don't think it was especially out of control today. I thought the officials did a fine job. That was a good crew, and I think the chips fell where they may with that. I mean, they called a good, clean game. And it's a problem nationally. I think that's something I'd like to see addressed nationally better, and they've tried to. But, again, officials don't want to shoot 60 free throws a game, and I don't know that you don't have to do that to coaches and show them if you put your knee in the butt, if you got the arm bar, if you don't release when the guy catches it, it's a foul. And, they call it early in the year better. And I think they just get tired of players doing it. The players, they see what officials can let go and they do it. But I think it's more of a coach's issue than a player's issue. It really is. I've thought about this long and hard for the last 10, 12 years. When I had Curtis Perry, it was the same deal. Curtis was Daniel's probably the best low post player I've had since Daniel, or Daniel's the best since Curtis. And, teams towards the end of the year, you'd see Curtis's scoring tail off a little bit because he's just getting beaten up in there. And they're trying to let guys play. They'll call enough fouls. And you can't complain. Daniel got 16 free throws today. And I think we did a great job of continuing to look for it. But that's a national issue. These guys did a good job today as far as I'm concerned.
One thing that was impressive today, it was at times struggled a little bit, but one thing overall I was impressed with was your help defense. You guys got hands on a lot of balls and altered a lot of shots.
Well, you have to with the offense they run. And they ran it really well. They ran it better than I saw in the 2 films that I watched going into it. But, again, I think they got confidence on us early and got that. Even a 13-7 lead's big for them. And then, again, they were pointing at this game knowing, hey, we can get Roanoke because they haven't had a good year. They might not know how we've gotten here and what we're capable of doing. And I think this is going to give our guys a nice little boost going towards the next game. But we played very good defense. We took Lynchburg, who's having a heck of a year. What are they, 16-6, something like that? And we had them shoot 27% from the field. We just missed 4 free throws down the stretch that cost us the game. And defensively, we've come a long way.
Well, you get another opportunity at W&L on Wednesday night. Senior night here at the Bass Center, another game that I think you felt like you really were in and could have taken up in the Warner Center.
Yep.
And so let's talk for a moment about this game coming up against the Generals.
Another game that we shot the ball extremely poorly, but we played very, very hard. I think we're up 5 in the second half, and we just couldn't find the basket. And it's always a war when the Generals come to town, especially within our family. it's even more meaning for me in this game. My daughter goes to school there, one of my daughters. I'd almost tell you it's the second favorite daughter, but it's not true. I love both my girls the same. And it's a great school and a great place. It's been a tremendous rivalry, but we've let them get the best of us the last 2 years, and we need to reverse that.
All right, well, we look forward to an exciting ball game. It's a 7 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air at 6:45 with the pregame show on senior night here at the Bass Center, an opportunity for the fans and the coaching staff and the team to recognize some of the guys that have made outstanding contributions over a 4-year period here at Roanoke College. So
5 great young men I'm proud of, and it's always sad to see the season come out and see a great basketball game. And hey, the ODAC tournament, this is tournament time, so everybody's going to be at their best.
All right, right now we're going to let you get back to the team, and we appreciate your stopping by, and we'll get set to close things out here from the Bass Center as the Maroons win 65-61. We're back in 30 on ESPN Radio.